Oh, look, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God. Woo! Did y'all see that? He done went up under there. Look at that, okay? Let's take you on over here. See? Listen, y'all. Listen. Okay, look at that. All right. Crappie Town, USA, baby. Crappie Town, USA. First of all, I would like to thank you for your prayers and your condolences for me and my wife. We also like to thank you for sharing your stories about your family and people that you love and you have lost as well. Our prayers and condolences go out to you as well. I also want to say those who have orders, we're back on the grind of getting those jigs out to you. Please be patient. I know you've been patient, but I just want to let you know we haven't forgot about you. We're getting them out. Also, those who picked 2 numbers last video, we're getting back on track. The winners of those videos that raffle will be in the description. Check to see if you picked the right number, and your name will be down there as a winner. Email us at the email provided in that description and get back with us, and we'll send you your winnings, okay, your jigs. All right. Also, contacting the ones who have won before. We need y'all to contact us if you won. If you already done that, then we will be contacting you. Okay. Listen, in this video, I guarantee you will catch more crappie if you apply these principles and patterns to your fishing experience. Okay. This video is lengthy, so what I wanted to do was kind of tell you what's going to be in this video, okay? Because if you skip through it, that's fine. I just want to let you know what's going on. The first thing I want to talk about is my thing I call the V, okay? Find and fish the V. That's where your bait fish, and that's where your crappie is going to be. You will see where I'm talking about when I call it the V. I'll give you a demonstration in this video, okay? Also, I'm going to be talking about the best way to fish a fallen tree. Okay, that's going to be in there. I'm going to also talk about why crappie bite minnows instead of your jig. That's going to be in there, maybe towards the end. Okay. Also, you will see me talk about fishing different angles and the difference that they make by fishing different angles. The other thing in this video is going to be why I use bobbers. Okay, that's in this video. Also, how I choose jigs based on what I see and how I'm approaching it. That's in there. Then also, here's one of the most important things in this video. Do not focus on spawning crappie. You will see why in this video. Please watch all of it. Watch as much as you can. Please hit like, hit subscribe if you haven't, and that notification bell, and comment, all right, and share it with someone. This video is pretty lengthy, but I guarantee you it's going to help you put more crappie in your bucket today. Let's do it. Y'all see this? This how these trees be in that water. You will only see this one that's sticking up. You will only see this one that's sticking up. But this how it be in the water, see? You will see this outside the water laying on the land there. Okay, like that. You'll see it laying there on the grass. You'll be like, man, that look like one tree. Now at the end it be looking like this. And they'll be sitting in between here and in between here, coming up like that. See, up like that. Now it's wider up here. It's gonna be wider at the end. The wider the gap. See, the more you fish, the more you jig, you getting in more to a closed area. Then when he hit it, that's why you get hung, because you in the crevice of that V. See, but that's why I try to jig out this way. But that's why I use a bobber, because I like to hang in between this area right here. See, in between these areas is a good place for bait fish to hide, and it's a good place for crappies to ambush. All right, and we're gonna use that. We're gonna use that right there through here. So I'm gonna find the drop off near the nearest log or tree that's in the water, and hopefully we can find some crappie. I want to tell y'all something. Listen. I'm going to tell y'all, this video has been generated by viewers and subscribers and people I run into that ask me questions, and I try to do videos according to the questions I get asked the most. One of them is, how do I approach fishing a lake or fishing for crappie? And I'm going to tell y'all right now, I never said this before, but I'm going to tell y'all right now, I do not search for spawning crappie. I don't. Now, I will use spawning crappie to locate them, but I don't search for spawning crappie. I search for feeding crappie. And I'm going to tell you why. The spawn don't last long enough for me to focus on the spawn, but they eat every day. So if you're trying to catch crappie, now if you're just trying to catch some because it's the season to catch some, or you trying to catch some because that's what's, you know, you keep catching. But if you really searching for crappie, don't focus your attention on spawning crappie or spawning season. Focus on feeding crappie, hungry crappie. Why? Because you'll find yourself locating them in different times of the season, summer and all of that. Find out where they feed at. Find out where they eat at. That's more important than spawning. Spawning don't last long enough to focus on for me. Okay, so that's just a little nugget I want to share with y'all. All right, so let me try to find some crappie. And if they spawning, they spawning. But if I'm not looking for no spawning crappie. I'm not. In every place you go to, they spawn differently. Some won't spawn till June. Some spawn in May. Some spawn in April. You know, in February. You got all. Depends on where you are. You got to get to learn your lake, learn your area. Focus on those things, and you'll catch more crappie. So let's try some techniques and see. I'm gonna go over here. It's a drop off and a log. So let me see if I can find something there. I never fished there before, so let's go. Listen, y'all. This tree, you see it running this way? I can see the point of it right there. That's why I say know where your trees are. Jig really, really slow. There you go, y'all. There you go. All right, y'all. Like I said, I never fished right here before, but I'm following what I know on that seahorse, y'all. On that seahorse. Okay, now since I'm hot, really. Okay, listen, y'all. Now that tree right there, I'm gonna show y'all what that looked like in the wintertime. Because listen, that's what I do. I come to places, I look. I never fished here, but I came and looked at it before. And that tree right there running out there, that tree is all the way over here. Right over here. Okay? That's why I say learn how tall trees are. When they fall, see that tree? It's running this way. Look at it. It's right there. That's that whole tree. So you gotta try to jig in between the branches. Now I'm gonna throw at the top of that tree. You gotta watch the tree above me though. Okay, that's good. Now I know the branches, they come out. I can see the V opening of that branch right there. Hey y'all. Listen, I'm sorry I didn't get that one on camera, but that one right there. I just cast it out. He hit it so fast I couldn't even. He hit it so fast. We'll let that one back. All right, so I'm casting out near the waves and letting it come into the trees because them trees got snags like galore. I'm gonna go out this way and come into the tree. That's the only method I have without getting caught up in the branches. Look, y'all. Look. Oh, there he is. Look. Oh, oh my God. Oh. Okay, so I got an idea now of where they are. Okay, so I like to always overcast because I want to get my jig motion in good. And then I come in there. I'm able to come in there like a true bait fish. So I think they're kind of sitting right there on the outside of this branch going out. Look, see? Hold on. Oh, yeah, they sitting right there. All right, so what I'm gonna do is get at an angle. Okay, I wanna come at this angle right here. Look at that. Ooh, ooh, that's a nice one right there. Look at that, y'all. Y'all see that? Look at that. Okay. It's all about learning. On that seahorse, y'all. It's all about learning them. It's all about learning them. And that's how I approach it. And I'll change my angles. That's what I'll do. I'll change angles to give myself a better chance of going through the school, if it is a school. And you just got to keep on working a spot, because they may be on the left side of the tree, which is I would consider as being the shallow side, and then the right side, depending on where you're standing. And the deep side over here is the right side of the tree. All that makes a difference. All right. Let's see if we can catch a few more real quick. Broke it. Well, that's why I don't like sitting down. A lazy man never gets the job done. Lord Jesus. All right, listen, y'all. I do a clinch knot on my tie. I'm just fishing for crappie. I'm not trying to get musky or nothing, so I don't need, you know, Superman knots. Just something real quick to get me back on the water. That's it. I do it. You know, I turn it about 7 times, 8 times, and get right back on that water. I don't need no fancy knot. And I don't do loop knot because for me, I control my jig better on a clinch knot. I can control it better. I feel it better. I know exactly what it's doing. I can, that's how I can do that jig with that clinch knot. I can dance with it. We got a bag of goodies right here. All right. Remember this? I call that penny candy. Huh? Y'all remember that penny candy? Look like a bag of penny candy on your way to school, don't you? Taking you all the way back to that penny candy, y'all. We might have to get us a jig called penny candy. Let me dog walk this little tree and see if we got something sitting over here up under the tree. Look at that. Right up under that tree. Told you. Right up under that tree. That little flash will help you. All right. All right. All right. I got some bark. That tells me I'm a little too deep. I'm gonna just go down like 3 inches. Well, shallower, more shallower, about 3 inches. All right, let's see if that works. I'm going up. I'm just going shallower 3 inches and see if that makes a difference. I just want to be right above the structure. He hit it. Three inches. You see that? 3 inches difference. Okay, why? Okay, why did I go 3 inches deep? I mean, 3 inches shallower? I'm gonna tell you why. Now it sounds crazy, 3 inches. Because phone all out. Because I picked up some bark. When I just jigged it and I got snagged and I got some bark, that means I'm right on that tree. Right on that tree, okay? So I went up about 3 inches because I want, it looks more natural when a bait fish goes right over a log. You know why? Because that's naturally what a bait fish would do. They're not gonna try to. They want to be as close to protection as possible. So I want my jig to come off more realistic by staying close as I can to that log. He's not going to examine it. All right. Now the reason why I'm going with this seahorse, let me tell you why. Because this water is really fairly calm and I'm kind of fishing shallow. So this serves as my little flasher. That chartreuse on top, that's my little flasher. This right here, this emerald green color, is my neutral. See, it's not something that's gonna spook them, okay? So sometimes when they're a little skittish, you just need a little flash. You don't need something. That's why sometimes you might have a jig that may be, or some plastics that may be similar in color, but they are very important to have those close colors like that because certain conditions make them see your bait differently. So this right here is what I call, it's like my bright but neutral jig, and it works perfect when I'm not sure myself. See, I'm not sure what's happening either. I don't know what they're doing. So I'll use something that's not so drastic one way or the other. Okay, so this is always a good jig for visible but not scary, right? And it can be used in clear water or stained water because it does have that chartreuse on the top of it. All right. All right, come on. Let me take my time. I'm 3 feet out from where you see the tree, but I'm imagining that tree is down there, and that's where I would think something would be. Look, y'all. Of course, I would catch them when the camera not rolling, because I got tired of it. I needed to be able to save some. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all didn't catch that. That's right over there, okay? Right where I told you that tree's going out, but it should be one suspended over the log, okay? Sometimes trees that's hanging over it works as cover. Trees and limbs and stuff that's under works as also cover, but not so much as cover as in protection, but more like an ambush area. Moose lips, baby. Put them on that stringer. Going right back in. Work that technique. I'm working on the top of this tree and coming in between. Like I said, listen, let me show you what I'm talking about. The tree you seeing is laying. Here's the tree you seeing out the water, okay? This the tree you seeing. This the one you ain't seeing. This the one you see sticking out the water. Here's the water, right? This the water. This is what you see sticking out. But this is what you don't see right here. I'm fishing in between this little V. That's where I like the bobber, because I can just stay right in that V. I can just keep on doing it, keep on doing it, keep on doing it, keep on doing it. Somewhere it gonna come out and hit it, okay? And a bait fish will stay hung in that little spot right there. That's why I'm saying you don't have to move it too much. Because now that I see, now I'm gonna try down, up and down, and just see what I can pick up. Now I'm gonna switch and go from a different angle. Okay. And see how that works for us, right? But it's something about fishing. That waves come that way. The fish should be facing that way most of the time, just like a bird on a line. Okay, they face the wind. It helps them with their balance and everything. Okay, and it helps them. Crappie look for easy meals. Okay, remember that. Crappie is looking for an easy meal. He ain't looking. He ain't out there like he not out there with all that. You know, I hate to say it, but it's almost like criminal thinking. They not looking for no They not looking for no hard target. They're looking for an easy target. So make your bait easy. Do natural things. Don't go out there jigging all crazy and and constantly moving your line in and out, taking your pole in and out. You know, Grandma used to always tell me, you ain't gonna never catch nothing with your pole in and out the water. It's the same way. You ain't gonna never catch nothing with your pole out the water or your jig all over the place. You gotta jig that bad baby real smooth. Now I'm dog walking this tree right here, trying not to get hung. Right across that log. He was right across that log. See, when I put that jig right over that log, see that? Soon as I put that jig over across that log, let me get that rain out your face. When I got that, he came right across that log and hit it. That's what he did. Listen, I'm telling y'all, I do not look for spawning crappies. It's over too fast. I look for feeding crappies, okay? Sometimes when they spawning, that's why you ever getting bites. You ever getting bites and you can't seem to catch them? Because sometimes you are dealing with crappie that are not feeding, but they're attacking and protecting, okay? Or they're irritated. They angry crappies. They'll just try to kill your bait. They're trying to kill your bait. They ain't trying to eat it. They're trying to kill it. That's why sometimes it's hard to catch them. But I look for feeding crappies because he gonna have that moose lip open. See? Oh, he in the tree. Look at that. Look at that. Got him right on, I told y'all, right on top of that limb, right down there. But he done ran into my snag line, and now I can't get him out of there. Look at that. At this point, I just want my stuff back. I don't even care about the fish. Okay, let's see. There we go, y'all. All right, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to do this with one hand and not slip on these rocks and end up at the bottom of the ocean. Look at that. Right there on top of that stick. That's what I tell you. Look for them logs going towards that direction, but only extended into there, all right? This is how I approach it, all right? I know a lot of y'all already know this stuff, but this is a response to those who asked us questions about how we approach it and what we look for and what's our thought process in going, okay? I'm gonna tell you, I don't look for spawning crappies. I look for feeding crappies. I don't look for standing timber all the time. I look for how long that timber is going out into the water. And I go to places in other seasons to see where that water is. Like this tree right here, I showed you. This tree was out. That's how come I know how it runs and how it looks. And still get snagged, but at least I know it's there. All right. Y'all see how that tree is right there? Look at it. See it? Now watch when it get down to here. See them? Little stumps, little tree limbs. See that? Look at that. As it go down in that water. See? That's how it looks, just like that. And I try to jig right in between here. See? Right in between there is where I try to jig. Like boom, right in there. Right in there. Right in between these little gaps is where I try to jig. Right in there. Then right in here. That's why depths change. Because if you stay at the same depth all the way through, sometimes you won't hit them gaps. See? So that's what I'm trying to do. What is that? I hear footsteps, y'all. I heard some footsteps up there. I ain't with that. I heard some footsteps. I'm gonna play around with, look at that. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Told you. Told you I'm gonna just keep on moving around. There you go, y'all. I told y'all I heard people's voices. There's somebody coming up here. I don't know who they are. But you better state your business real quick. All right, and yourself?
Good. Got one. There you go.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, you know, with the water being up, I guess you would call this up compared to winter or something like that, but
yeah, I see one way down there, but I don't want to walk that far.
yeah, there's actually somebody down there.
Is there?
Yeah, or I would have went that way. I started working my way. I didn't just work my way down here.
Yeah.
Yeah. But try any little twig sticking up.
Yeah. All right.
You know,
Yeah.
gauge it by these trees here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see how long that tree is right there.
Oh yeah.
So
All right.
go ahead, man. Get your lines wet, man.
Yeah.
Likewise. He said he was looking for trees, fallen trees. He couldn't locate no fallen trees. Okay, now you see that what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Now, the reason why he can't locate the trees is because, and I'm not saying this to talk about nobody. I'm just using this as an example of what why I'm trying to tell you what benefits you. See, today ain't the day to come look for the trees. It would have been 2 months ago. See, 3 months ago would have been the time to come look for the trees because you would have been able to tell where they are. Then when you come, you can identify, oh, they underwater, and that's what them crappie mean. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what you got to do. Some people say, man, why do you use a bobber? You know. Well, if you're somewhere where you're fishing for crappie very deep, I suggest you vertical fish, spider rig, troll, use crankbaits, all that type of stuff. Okay, that's fine. But now I fish in a lot of different states, okay? And I'll fish the same way in every last one of them. Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, New York, Tennessee, Arkansas, I fish the same way. Kentucky, I fish the same way. I know I'm missing a few states. Wisconsin, all of them, I fish the same way. All right? And it's based off of, I do it for two different reasons. For one, it's very effective and I'm comfortable with it. I understand it. I understand what I'm doing. Okay? The other reason is, primarily, is because of the data. The data that I get from it. See, when I fish with this bobber, now I'm talking about anywhere from 1 foot to, I'll just say 1 to 10. Okay, 1 to 10 I use a bobber. 1 to 7, okay, you know, it starts getting iffy after that. But it's so many fish that are in 1 to 7 feet of water, you'd be surprised. So it's like, I don't even know why I would even make it harder for myself. I'm just going to try to discover those that are 1 to 7. Where they at? 1 to 7, okay? And how the water column works is that somewhere in that midsection, you're going to find the fish you're looking for or the bait fish that they're looking for. Somewhere in there, you're going to find them. You might not want to spend the time and do the work to do it, but they in there. They in there, okay? The bobber helps me understand what depth they're actually feeding at, okay? And it helps me be consistent with catching them when they stop. I go down some, over some, okay? Things like that, because I understand the exact depth. I'm not just throwing out there casting and guessing. and I can keep my bait at that depth. I can swim him at that depth the whole time I'm jigging. Okay? Listen, y'all ain't gonna believe this. I discovered there's another log as big as this right out there. Right out there. So now I'm casting in between it, okay? So that explains why I was getting them in between there, because it's another big one right over here. That is crazy. See, I'm discovering that's another reason why I love to have a bobber. Because see, I know exactly what depth that log is at simply because I know what depth I'm fishing at. Okay? So let's see. Now I'm gonna try to put this jig right. I want this to be over that log like this, just like this. See this? I want it just to be a tad over so you can come over and pop it. Okay? So now I know it's two of them out there. Okay? So I'm gonna try to fish in between them and see if I can get one. Now, like I said, now I gotta go about 3 inches above that log. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. It's challenging. Crappie fishing can be very, oh. What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? Huh? The biggest one yet. The biggest one yet. See? Coming straight over that log. 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 I love it, man. Crappie fishing is the best feeling, man. I don't know what y'all think, but listen, I love it. That seahorse. I love it. I love it. I love it. Moose lips. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Oh, that's a hog, y'all. That's a hog. That's a hog. That's a hog. That's a hog right there. That's a hog right there. Oh my God. You gotta be careful. Look at that, y'all. Oh my God. Now I caught that on teased lemongrass. Okay, because the rain is starting to get a little murkier. Okay, so I wanted to put a little fire on that tail, see? Whoo, yes. Yes. Hope y'all getting this. I hope you're receiving it today. All right, now I'm gonna give this area some attention, okay? Because I don't never believe that crappie are too far away from where you know them to be or suspect them to be. Ooh, Lord Jesus. Lord. I'm just gonna try this. Oh, what'd I tell you? 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 What did I tell you? Fat one. What did I tell you? That's teased lemongrass. I'm telling you, I ain't playing. I'm having fun, but I ain't playing. Hopefully I get my bobbers back. See that? There's one right here. I don't want to make a lot of noise, but I want that bobber back. All right, hopefully he come on in too. All right. Ain't nothing like, boy, that's a great feeling when you get a bobber back. I don't know what that's about, but it's a great feeling. Okay, I'm right at the tip of that log, right there. Right there is the tip of it, right there. I know it's another branch in there, but I'm hoping that I got my jig suspended in between them. And a lot of times you'll find a crappie sitting in between. See? Oh my God. What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? See? See that? Find a crappie sitting right in between the gap in the logs. That's what I'm talking about, okay? That's what I'm talking about right there. See? Now I missed them, but that's not the point. The reason why sometimes your minnow get hit before your jig is because your jig is not operating like how a minnow would operate. Sometimes that's it. It's not 100%, but I'm just giving you an example. If you ever noticing that, why I'm not getting them on my jig. Sometimes it may be the color of your jig, but a lot of times it's based on how you working your jig. You be surprised how crappies prefer it not moving that much. See? That minnow, when you hook that minnow and it's doing all that, it ain't doing all that all the time in the water. It's not. Because it just got real. When they get in that water, they doing all that stuff when you hook them, yeah, because they realize they out the water. When they back in the water, they not doing all that shaking around like that. Not all the time. They sit still sometimes. They move a little bit and sit still. They'll start realizing that predators may be around or whatever, see? And then that's why sometimes they'll hit it, because that's more natural. A crappie knows that a minnow is going to stand still. If he knows he around or near, he going to stand still. So that's not going to bother him. But you do want, look, that's why I make these literally. They are literally 100% certified for crappie. Okay? Literally. That's what that is. All these jigs are got crappie in mind. Now I get bass and catfish off of them, white bass. You can get everything off of them, but I'm telling you, crappie is what's on my mind. I'm thinking like a crappie thinking. I'm not playing. I'm having fun, but I'm not playing. Your jig or your plastics needs to behave like bait fish, like a shiner, like a minnow, and all of that behavior changes with the water, the weather, and all of that changes. That's why sometimes if it's wavy, I'll give it a little more of a jerk. Okay. Listen, y'all hit me up if y'all need some crappies in the freezer, because I got too many. Hit me up. And listen, I'm just trying to share this stuff, okay? That's all I'm trying to do. I ain't trying to sell you no jigs, no hoods, no hats, no shirts. We got them available. If you need a shirt, hit me up and let me know. You need a hat, let me know. All right? You need some jigs, crappiesnipergear.com. All right? However, that ain't my purpose, for real. I'm really trying to help those who are asking. And the only reason why I'm mentioning the jigs, because see, I know my own jigs, okay? I know them. I know what they do. I know what they don't do. I know how to use them. Anything you using, you got to learn how to use it, okay? It ain't got to be crappie snipers. Look at that. Look at that. Hog. Look at that. That's a hog. That's a hog. 100% certified. Know how to use what you're using. If you're gonna use a fluke, know how to use a fluke, and you'll catch more. A crap is looking like that. Moose lips, baby. You would think I fished right here before. I haven't. I looked at it and I said, man, few months from now, that's gonna be a sweet spot when that water get up there. See, I was out here in the winter looking. See? Oh, look at that. See, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. Today is your lucky day, boy. All right, now, let me show you something. All right, let me show you something. Now, you see down here? See, I done pretty much discovered what to do right here. See? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just cast down here. You see that little point where that's sticking out? See, all of those are my casting. That's how I pick where I'm gonna cast at, okay? Few here and there, walking back and forth. Yeah, this me, man. All right, appreciate you, brother. What's your name? Phil. Phil, all right. Yeah. In Indiana? Yep. Yeah, man. Crappie Town, USA, baby. Look at that. What did I tell you? What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? I told you there's gonna be one right there. You use them same techniques. That's what I tell y'all. Look at that. Look at that. See? That's what I'm talking about. Sitting right in there. Sitting right there. Now mind you, now I already been to this spot. Didn't catch nothing. See? Didn't catch nothing. Big, y'all. Slabs. Slabs, man. Now, I don't know if you saw what I was doing with my pole. Okay? Let me tell you what I was doing. I was changing directions. Go this way, then I go this way. Go that way. Just acting like a fish. Just acting like a fish. A bait fish. That's that brush pile, y'all. Off that GrandDaddy Bream, y'all. Look at that. He hit it. He came out of nowhere and hit that. You gotta be careful, man. These eagles are coming here and steal your fish. I saw an eagle just try to come down. There he is right there. Y'all see him? He over the trees, hovering over them trees over there. Oh, look, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God. Woo! Did y'all see that? Oh my God. Boy, that was something now. Oh man. Look at how he hit that, y'all, on that GrandDaddy Bream. Now, the reason why I went to that GrandDaddy Bream was because after that rain, it's getting a little murkier out there, okay? So this is a little brighter. So that's why I say it's good to have make sure you got all of your colors, okay? Crappie Sniper little penny candy bag. That's what you need, a little penny candy bag. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember them penny candies? Y'all got all them different colors? Oh man, what a wonderful day. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. How you gonna beat that? 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 Moose lips. That's how you do it. I love it, man. Ain't nothing like catching crappie at a place you've never fished, or a spot you never fished, a lake you never fished, or a state you never fished, a city you never fished. Ain't nothing like that feeling, okay? Appreciate y'all. I am gonna go ahead and get out of here. I got way more than I really feel like carrying through these woods. I'm over here picking up my fish, all right? I got fish to still pick up everywhere, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you gotta be, oh my God, look at that. sometimes you gotta be careful about picking your fish up around people. Look at that, y'all. I put that GrandDaddy Bream on there, just testing it out, y'all. Just testing it out. Look at that, GrandDaddy Bream. That's just a bonus catch for you. That's a bonus catch for you, because we already sitting pretty over here. We over here sitting real pretty. Okay. But that's just a bonus catch for you. Because we sitting real pretty over there. GrandDaddy Bream, y'all, coming to a fish bank near you. I know it's hard for y'all to see that branch, but I really don't see the branch. What I see is, look at that right there. Look at that. I'm telling you. GrandDaddy Bream, y'all. Look at that. Y'all see that? That's how it's going down. That's how it's going down. Look at that, American people. Look at that. Oh my God. Is that not the biggest one yet? Oh Lord. My battery is low.